Hello, hello, hello. How do you like that new intro? And I have the background. Everybody says Kansas is flat. Well, I approve. This was actually shot driving 70 miles an hour down the highway right here in Kansas, Highway 96. Um, yeah, so that's where it was shot, and the clouds was actually on the same highway. I just turned my phone up, looking up at the clouds. I like the way they move in different levels. So yeah, that's what it is. I just got CJ's final grades. Want to see what they are? All right, let's see. Adapted physical science, he got an A. No, a B. I'm sorry. He got a B. Career and life planning, he got an A. Algebra 1 concepts, he got an A. Spanish 1, he got a B. Uh, English 1 literature, he got a C. I don't blame him. I got a C in literature too. Okay, introduction to woodworking, he got an A. Introduction to art, he got an A. And men's choir, he got an A. So I'm pretty proud of them grades. He's allowed to keep his job because there were no D's or F's. I told him if he wanted to keep his job, he had to keep his grades up. Good afternoon, H. Davis. No, he didn't make the honor roll because he has a C. He has one C. But he's going to be a senior next year, and hopefully we can get him on the honor roll. I think he's going to be starting college classes for being a mechanic during his senior year. And then after school, he wants to go to Eureka State College here in Kansas to become a teacher. So, yeah, it does. I mean, he's the youngest, and he's going to be a senior. Once he graduates, he's free to go wherever he wants to go. And he owns a home down in Arkansas, but I think the discussion has been made that he's planning to sell it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's do our fair use disclaimer. There we go. And here's the fun part. I like doing it. Just because I like doing it. All right. So today's topic is summer's coming. What is in your back seat? As school let out, some places it isn't let out yet. But school either just let out or is about to let out. And you might not be used to carrying your child to a child that was going to kindergarten or whatever. You're not taking them to kindergarten anymore. They've got to go to a sitter or a daycare or something that you have to transport them. And maybe if you're a man, maybe your spouse normally transports them, but for some reason she couldn't do it today. You don't remember that your child is in the back seat of the car because it's something that's out of the norm for you. children are getting left in cars, and it's sad because the cars get way too hot. Because if you don't remember your child's in the back seat of the car, you're not going to remember to crack the windows to keep the car from getting too hot with your child sitting in a locked car. And so, okay, let's go to present screen and see what Grok has to say. The links to all the sites I am using today or referring to today are I can't raise it up anymore. So is it on Grok? I put in, what is a great reminder to help parents not leave children and pets in hot cars as summer approaches? A great reminder is the Look Before You Lock campaign. Place a personal item like your phone, your shoe, a bag, something that you can't make it through your day without. Put it in the back seat. So you have to reach in the back seat to get that item. Put it in the back seat as a cue to check for children or pets before locking the car. Another tip is to use a visual reminder like a stuffed animal in the front seat to a signal a child or pet is in the back seat. Always check the back seat, even on short trips, as temperatures inside a parked car can raise rapidly, up to 20 degrees Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes, posing a deadly risk. For example, at 80 degrees outside, a car's interior can reach 109 degrees Fahrenheit in 20 minutes, per the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So that is helpful information. That is. My child is old enough to be in the car by himself, to drive the car, get in and out of the car, or whatever. But I have grandangels. My sister has a niece that is 5 years old. I have grandangels that are under 13, under 12. I have 4 or 5 of those. I don't know how many I've got in other states from my other daughter, but that's another story. I'm not used to having any of those children in my car. I'm not. And so I would need a reminder. Not really, because in my mind the whole way I was driving, I'm responsible for my grandangel. I'm responsible for my niece. I would be telling myself the whole time, they're in the car, or I'd be talking to them to keep them in my mind. I would try anyway. Okay, Florida Health News. Let me pull it up so you can see it. I got new songs. Let's pick a new song for my background. All right, this is Florida. All right. I don't know if there's any video attached to this, so let's bring a song in. All right, we can do Be Bold and Be Brave by To the Valley. Don't You Lose Yourself by Channel 13. Against All Odds by Tico Tico. The Poltergeist by Rometta. Black Motorcycle by Southern Call. Enough for Me by Hannah Marie Kelly. Daddy's Daughter by the Ghosts of Liberty. Bad Girls by We Are the Good. What would y'all like to hear in the background? Poltergeist, I put that one in there for like when Halloween gets here. Black Motorcycle is a pretty good song. Okay, so dangerous heat in cars can be lethal to all kids. um, and pets. But you knew that, right? Hot cars kill kids. Do whatever it takes to get them out. With the summer sizzle underway, the indicates indices the heat indices to triple digits on most days. The National Weather Service offers important reminders to keep people and pets safe. It seems like a no-brainer. Don't leave anyone or any pet in your vehicle. But so far this year, 18 children have died nationwide after being found in a hot car, and hundreds of pets die each year from heat stroke because they are left in a car by their owners. While most of us know the dangers of hot cars, the National Weather Service warns that this time of year, all of us need a reminder. Pediatric vehicular heat stroke by the numbers. Over 900 children have died inside hot vehicles since 1998. The inside of a car heats up very quickly and death can occur within 10 minutes. Children's body heat 3 to 5 times faster than healthy adults. 53% occur due to the child being forgotten, often happening when the caregiver has a change in routine. That's what I'm saying. School's out, your routine's changing. Remember your kids. Remember your kids. 25% occur due to the child gaining access to a parked car while unsupervised. I have a grand angel that when she gets angry, she likes to go out and sit in the car and read, and it calms her down. It freaked me out the first time I seen her do it. I didn't know she had windows on the opposite side of the car rolled down so that she could breathe and everything. But I saw her out there. It was like 80 degrees outside that day. I panicked. I'm like, I brought her in the house. She went into timeout. She refused to go into timeout because I wanted her to learn the lesson, don't go in a hot car. And so I sat with her on my lap. I wasn't holding her up. I could raise my arms up like this and she could get out anyway. She wasn't being restrained. But she told her mom and dad that she was being restrained. And so her mom and dad didn't want me babysitting her anymore. But that's okay. That's okay. We got past it. I apologized for doing wrong, even though I was caring about my grandchild, my husband's grandchild, actually. She's my grand angel. And I didn't want her to become an angel. So it was just miscommunication, and I was able to babysit them again by the end of summer. So that's good. So the percent of PVH deaths at different outdoor temperatures. Okay, 3% between 50 and 60 degrees. 8% between 70 and 80 degrees. 32% between 80 and 90 degrees, and 48% between 90 and 100 degree temperatures. Okay, temperatures inside a vehicle over time. Outside air temp is right here on this line. In 10 minutes, a 70-degree car can be 89 degrees Fahrenheit. In 20 minutes, they can be 99. 30 minutes, 104. 60 minutes, 113 degrees. And okay, if it's 95 degrees outside, we're not even going to where it's 100, okay? So if it's 95 degrees outside and your car is sitting there with the windows rolled up and it's locked up, for 10 minutes, it can be 114 degrees in that car. After 20 minutes, it's 124 degrees. After 30 minutes, it's 129 degrees. After 60 minutes, it's 138 degrees. That's all Fahrenheit for anybody that's in another country and you use metric system. I don't know what your metric conversion for that would be. Locations where PVH occurred, 58% at home, because people go pick their kid up and they're driving home and they forget that their kid's in the back seat. Some kids are old enough to unbuckle their seatbelt and pull the lock up on the door, but some cars don't have locks. They're just automatic. You have to push a button, and you can't do that from the back seat. But some kids are old enough that they can climb over the front seat and they can get out. But if their parents haven't taught them this, they don't want to get in trouble. So they're just there in the car and scared. Okay, so if it's 95 degrees outside, in 60 minutes, 1 hour of your child being locked in that car, you're inside your car is 138 degrees. So you just went to the grocery store and you're walking around and go doodle, 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 you get all your groceries. You come out, you just spent $150 on groceries. You've been in there for an hour. You come back out, what's going to be in the back seat of your car if you left your child there or your pet? You're going to be calling 911 and getting that child someplace cool and trying to do CPR to get that child back around. Okay. The temperatures inside a car can reach critical levels, putting people and your pet at risk of serious illness or death in less than 10 minutes, even on a day that doesn't seem that hot to you, even in winter months too. Children can be left accidentally in the car or may find their way into a vehicle while playing and unable to get out. With the hot weather and humid weather, vehicle temperatures can reach lethal levels in very short times. Small children can't remove their own clothing, tell people they're too hot, or get out of the car seat or vehicle without assistance. Dogs can't sweat to cool down, and their body temperatures can rise to dangerous levels even if the windows are cracked. Heat stroke is a medical emergency that can lead to brain damage or death if not treated immediately. In 2023, 29 children died from heat strokes in cars. Now, I have gone to Walmart before and be walking by, and there's a dog right there in the window barking, 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 barking. A cute little yappy dog, okay? You can see actually that the dog is healthy and everything's good with the dog. But if you walk over to the car to check on the dog, these people at Walmart had a sign in their window that said the air conditioner is on and this dog has water. So, and then if you sat and listened, get close enough to listen and shut out all the background noise, you can hear that car is actually running and the dog has air conditioning. So the dog's not going to get too hot in that car. Now, obviously, you can't do that when you go to work and leave a dog in a car for 4 hours until you get out. But that little note that says the air conditioner is on was so helpful. Okay, don't forget anyone in a hot car. Everyone operates on autopilot once in a while. Have a plan. Place a bag. I have a gnat flying around here. Place a bag or other item in the back seat to remind you of passengers after you park. Place a stuffed animal in the front seat as a reminder to check for passengers. Consider additional methods such as phone alarms, parent, partner, buddy check-ins, or built-in car reminder system. Let's talk about dogs. All dogs begin to experience heat stress when the air temperature exceeds 85 degrees. Now, even without a car, my dogs have a swimming pool, and I just bought them a new one. It's in the box right here. Yeah, I just bought them a new swimming pool because it has a drain plug on it, and the pool they currently have, we have to lift the pool up and drain all the water out and then wash the inside of the pool out and all that. So this one just has a drain plug. We can pull the drain plug and let the water out and then wash out the pool and change it. So that's good. I have German Shepherds. When it gets hot, they like to get in their pool and lay down. They're my angels. I love my Shepherds, okay? I don't carry them in the car with me unless we are going someplace that is dog specific. Like if my husband's home and we decide we want to go out to the lake and walk the dogs on a leash, we are going someplace dog specific. We have to make sure that you can't forget a German Shepherd. I'm telling you, you cannot forget a German Shepherd in the back seat. Their head is hanging over the seat and they're licking your face and laying their head on your shoulder while you're driving. Yeah, you can't forget a German Shepherd. But some people don't have German Shepherds; they have babies. And we don't take our dogs unless we're going someplace dog specific, taking them to the vet for their yearly shots or their yearly checkup or whatever. Updating their microchip at the vet or whatever, because my dogs are microchipped. On a 70-degree day, the temperature inside your car can climb to 90 in just 2 minutes. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, the temperatures in the car rise almost 30 degrees in 20 minutes. Pet heat safety. Save a pet's life in a hot car. Animals can die of heat stroke within 15 minutes. Cracking the windows does not help. The inside still gets dangerously hot. During hot weather, keep your pets at home. If you see a pet in an unattended vehicle, do not leave until the problem has been resolved. In an hour, the car temperature can exceed the temperature outside by 40 degrees. So even on a comfortable 70-degree day, parked car in the shade, the temperature inside the car can get up to 110 degrees within an hour. This is a video. Let's see what it is. I guess there's no sound. Temperature outside. Oh, it's showing the temperature change. So, yeah, that was very informative. Let's say you have to make a stop at a store and you'll be inside for just 20 minutes. Well, it's 80 degrees outside. In that time, the temperature inside your vehicle will climb to 109 degrees. On a 90-degree day, just 10 minutes equals that same 109 degrees. Heat-related deaths are preventable. Look before you lock. The temperature in your car can quickly become deadly. Outside temperatures, 80 degrees. Inside is 99. Inside after 10 minutes. Inside it's 109 after 20 minutes. These are just be reminders that look in the back seat of your car. I guess there's kids out there playing. Here are some tips to keep people and pets safe in hot vehicles. Never leave children or pets unattended. Check the entire vehicle before locking the doors to ensure everyone is out of the car, especially in your back seat. We lived in Arkansas, and I parked my car in the driveway like I always do, under the carport. And so I'd leave my window down. You know, I trusted my neighbors or whatever. My husband always locks the car up. And even here in Nowhereville, Kansas, he locks the vehicle up every time we get out of it. But then again, he drives an 18-wheeler and he has to lock it up every time he gets out. So he's just in the habit I don't like to lock my vehicle. So, um, anyway, when we were in Arkansas, this cat that we were trying to adopt, because we had one named Caesar, and then this other one just showed up one day, and we were trying to adopt it, and we didn't see it one day, and we thought, well, it's just gone, and we were calling it Julius, so we had Julius Caesar, and I started taking my sister to work that evening, and I was driving, and all of a sudden this cat comes up between my legs. It had been underneath the front seat of my car, laying there sleeping. And had I not known the cat was in the car, and if I'd have rolled the windows up for some reason and locked it, I could have killed that cat and not even known it, because I didn't know the cat was even in the car. It jumped in through the rolled down window, and it was sleeping in the car. I would have felt terrible had I killed that cat. Okay. Put something you need in the back seat. This will encourage you to open the back door when you arrive at your destination. Use a car with sensors. Some cars have apps that can alert you if someone is in the back seat. A good rule of thumb, when it's 70 degrees or hotter, don't take Rover, and always look before you lock. That way, all pets and people can be safe. And here's another vehicle temperature chart for how hot it can be. You know, if it's 93 degrees outside, then it can go from to 130 degrees. Okay, that's all of that one. All right. The National Weather Service, the link is in the description below. We already saw this on another page, and we saw this one on another page. Here's a little video. Heat safety PSA from NWS, National Weather Service Director Ken Gravy or something.
I am Ken Graham, Director of the National Weather Service. Heat has been impacting communities all across our country, and there's some things you could do to keep yourself safe. Number one, get into a cool area, and I'm going to do that right now. Get into the shade. Get into a shady area to keep yourself cool. Get into an air-conditioned area, or even a cooling shelter is a safe place to be in the heat. Wear light colored clothing. Stay really cool by doing that. Loose fitting really helps as well. You got to stay hydrated. I've got my water bottle. Stay hydrated. And one of the most important things that you can do, check in on each other. Some are very vulnerable to the heat. Check in on them. Make sure that they're safe. For more information, go to weather.gov and find information about those heat forecasts and information on how to keep yourself safe all summer long.
Yeah. My legs don't even tan. I got white legs. So, okay. And this one's, you want me to drop the link? You can click it if you want, or you don't have to. From the hoop. My legs were. Did you do it? Did you get it going? And she's talking about this exercise hoop. I left mine in the closet because I don't use it. But it goes around your waist, and it has this weighted ball on the end of a string, and it's got a train track around it. And you have to act like you're doing a hula hoop, and you get this weighted ball to spin all the way around, and it helps you to lose weight. She got a more expensive one than I did, and I'm thinking, because mine, the thing doesn't like to turn, I'm thinking I might order one like hers, especially if they got it in green. Okay. So this one I'm going to show. Yeah, the empty box is it back there in that chair? The empty box is back there, but the hoop I left it because I went and looked in the tote where I had it stored because I don't use it. I had it stored in a tote in my master bedroom closet, and I went and looked in there, and I found an extra hoop, extra link, and the pins to hold it in. So, because I was missing a pin that day, I showed it here on my channel. But I'm thinking about getting the better one because that pink one, I went cheap, and I shouldn't have gone cheap on something like that. So I'll be honest with you. Okay, this is from MSN. A 2-year-old rescued from a 130-degree car. Mom arrested by the police. Okay, so here's the box. Show you the image of what we're talking about. This pink hoop goes around your waist. And mine has this push button thingy that goes on there that you're supposed to push every time you lean into it or something. And it goes around your waist. And you spin this ball round and round and round and round. And that's what we're talking about. It's called the hoop. I just got the upgraded version. It was only $11. I'm going to get one. I'm going to order a couch cover for my antique couch. Terrible to say that something from the 70s is now considered vintage or antique. So in furniture, it has to be 100 years old. So it's not 100 years old yet. So it's vintage, and it's a high bed couch, and it's the old gold tweed, and it's, if you're sitting on it in shorts, it itches your legs because the tweed is a little not soft. So I'm going to get a couch cover. Besides, my cat likes to claw on it, and I don't want my cat ruining the couch. I've got 3 other chairs in there that the cat can claw on, and the cat has scratching posts, 2 of them, and the only way I can get him to use the scratching post is to rub the catnip leaves on it. So, all right. A 2-year-old rescued from a 130-degree car. Mom arrested by the police. This was on MSN. Do you like that song in the background, Amanda? I can change it. I downloaded like 8 more songs today. Let's listen to Daddy's Girl. He taught her how to shoot. And Daddy didn't play no games, wouldn't let her trade her name for a fake I do. Turn it down. I don't want to overpower my channel. All right. So this is autoplaying. If a child goes missing, check inside your car. Children's National Organs. Learn how to read. It's only Wednesday, child. It's only Wednesday. Children's internal organs begin to shut down once their core body temperature reaches 104 degrees. Now, all day long today, I've been putting wrong. Amanda Panda texted me today, and I was in the shower when she texted me about her hoop. I texted her back. I said, sorry, I was in the shower. My father-in-law's butt. She's like, What? Your father-in-law died 2 years ago. I said, what's that got to do with it? He said, okay, I guess she had to be there. In the moment, she's like, read your text. And then she called me and she said, read your text. And he said that I was shower washing my father-in-law. Okay, I'm gonna cry now. Okay, let's go. Okay, the children's internal organs. If you see a child in a car and in distress, get them out immediately and begin to cool them down. Or call 911 if it's a locked car and you can't get the child out. Give them some ice water. Very important to stay hydrated. And coffee counts. Coffee counts. Alright, there's more to this channel. It's going to stay in a plastic cover until it's what? Until it's vintage. I'm not covering my furniture in plastic. If it's hot outside and the sun's shining, that plastic gets hot. And you sit down on it wearing shorts, you're going to burn your legs. If they've been in a hot car, you don't want to give them ice water. It will throw them into shock. You want to give them room temperature water if you can. Very good advice. Very good advice. Amanda Panda says, if they've been in a hot car, you don't want to give them ice water. It can throw them into shock. You want to give them room temperature water if you can. Or water hose water if that's all you can find, because it's room temperature. It's kind of chilly, cool water, but it's not ice cold water. And if you've got a water hose, pour it on their feet. Help cool their feet off, which will help cool their internal organs off. I think Mr. Son of mine is coming home for lunch. That's good advice, Amanda. Thank you. Yep. Come up the driveway. An Idaho woman was arrested after her toddler was found alone in a hot car, authorities said. The incident occurred Sunday evening outside of a restaurant in Meridian. I don't know what state that is. Police said. More 5-year-old boy died after being left in a hot car for 7 hours after foster mom arrested by the police. It's a 36-second video. Juanita Pinion, the child's foster mother, has been charged with child abuse by neglect, resulting in death. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. A 5-year-old boy died after being left in a hot car in Omaha, Nebraska, for about 7 hours, authorities said. The boy was found unresponsive outside a beauty salon where his foster mother works shortly after 5 p.m. Wednesday, according to Omaha police. She took the child to work with her. Is what we've been saying during this ever since I started this. Are you okay? Okay. Please get you something cold to drink or something. Okay, thank you. It's not there. Why isn't it changing on that screen? Sorry, I yeeted myself. All right. Children's body heat up much faster than adults do, so it's important to take caution on hot days. How to protect children from hot cars. Always keep cars locked, even if you don't have children. Make sure your keys are out of reach. Place an item you can't start the day without in the back seat. Teach children to honk the car horn if they get stuck inside. That's good if they can get out of the car seat. If a child goes missing, check inside all cars, including trunks, immediately. Good way. Children's internal organs begin to shut down when the core body temperature reaches 104 degrees. If you see a child with a cord in distress, get them out immediately and begin to pull them down. All right.
The evidence that they found. What more did you learn?
Yeah, well, Kana, he told the jury that it
Yeah.
really did not take him very long to determine that that car fire was probably targeted, in his opinion, and that it was caused by a makeshift Molotov cocktail. We saw some of the evidence that the jury also saw. He walked them through those.
We don't need a Molotov cocktail, however you say it. The boy was found unresponsive outside of beauty salon, according to the police. The 5-year-old was taken to the hospital where he was declared unalive. Police said his foster mother, 40-year-old Juanita Pinon of Omaha, was arrested and charged with child abuse by neglect, resulting in death, police announced Thursday. The suspect did not provide a statement to declare whether it was an accident or intentional. Police spokesperson Chris Gordon told ABC News the temperature climbed to 89 degrees in Omaha on Wednesday. At least 10 children have died in hot cars across the U.S. so far this year, according to national nonprofit Kids and Cars.org. Since 1990, at least 1,094 children have passed away in hot cars, kidsandcars.org found. Click here for car safety tips to keep in mind in the summer. Oh, what did I do? That's why it wasn't working. I had switched off of her. I was on a different page. I don't know how I got there. Let's share this again. So we're getting to something that we forgot to get to before. All right. First responders provide medical care to a child who was transported to a local hospital in stable condition, police say. The mother of the 5-year-old, 35-year-old Ali Kwai, was arrested at the scene and booked into Ada County Jail for felony injury to a child, police said. Now must be two different stories that we're reading off of the same page. Kwai is being held without bail. Online jail records show it is unclear if she has an attorney at the time. Police did not say how long the child was allegedly left in the vehicle. This is a critical reminder that the temperature rise, the inside of a vehicle can become dangerously hot in a matter of minutes. The Meridian Police Department said in a statement, it's never safe to leave a child or pet in a parked car, even for a short time. That's the end of that. And then we've got this one from WBAL TV channel 11. I do not know what state this comes out of.
Mantra from the NBA on how to prevent children from That's the mantra from the NBA on how to prevent children from dying in hot cars. There's no pattern when it comes to these heat stroke deaths. In about half of cases, caregivers simply forgot their child was in the car. A quarter of cases involved children climbing into unlocked cars and becoming stuck. Just leaving windows open or parking in the shade, that's not enough to prevent the heat. Even on mild days, it only takes 10 minutes for a car's temperature to increase 19 degrees.
If you look at the monitor, you can see it's 67 degrees outside. Very comfortable, very nice day. But it's already 89 degrees in the car, and that's just going to keep going up. Typically on a sunny day like this, it'll get up into 120 something, 130 something, which is not survivable if someone's in the car that long.
There are some ways to protect your child. One, never leave your car unlocked. Also, set a reminder that your child is in the back seat so you don't forget them.
All right, and the last one is a little short video back from MSN. Links are in the description. All right.
Comes a serious danger. Children dying in hot cars.
Already this year, at least 3 young children have lost their lives, most recently a 2-year-old in Maryland. Joining us right now is Sue Ariyama with Kids and Car Safety. Thanks so much for being with us, Sue. And sadly, we've already lost 3 children this year in hot cars. How do tragedies like this happen to even responsible parents?
Well, in more than half of the cases, it's a situation where the child has been left unknowingly. So there's been a change in routine. There's often stress on the brain and fatigue, and there's meant to be a daycare drop-off, and it doesn't happen because the parent drives straight to work. Their brain is kicked into autopilot.
And how quickly can the inside of a car become dangerous for a child, even if it doesn't feel that hot outside?
It's a matter of minutes. The heating that occurs, 80% takes place in the first 10 minutes. And within minutes, depending on the weather, the car could be 125 degrees inside. And I think it's important to note, we want to raise awareness during warmer summer months, but one of our incidents this year happened in New Jersey in March, and the temperature only reached 60 degrees that day. Because of the greenhouse effect, it was too hot for the child.
And this has come up, honestly, just recently with the tornadoes. But during severe weather, some parents wonder if a child's car seat could offer protection if you were to bring that indoors. Do you have any recommendations if that is safe in an emergency?
Well, I would say for sure, car seat experts would say that's not an indicated use. It's not something that they could stand behind. But if you are going to put the child in the car seat, do the things that you would do normally under tornado preparation, bringing them to an interior room with you with no windows or in a bathtub. So I wouldn't rely on the car seat. I would go straight to the tornado recommendations.
And what about using a blanket or cloth to shield the child from the sun? In a car seat or a stroller, could that actually make the child hotter instead of keeping them safe?
Yeah, because that's part of what happens on those 60-degree days is the parents set off in the morning and it was probably in the low 50s. So they were dressed for cold weather, and now they have this extra insulation and the greenhouse effect. And a child's body heats up 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's body.
So what are some of the recommendations? What are the best things parents and caregivers can do right now to prevent these hot car tragedies?
And number one, even if you're not the person that drives the child to daycare or takes them with you every day, put something in the back seat on the floor that you need at your destination. It could be your handbag, your computer bag, your cell phone. And that puts you in the habit of opening that back door every time you arrive at your destination. Again, not just if you're the parent that drives. If you have a daycare center situation, make sure they have a call-in system that if your child doesn't arrive, they call you, and keep calling the members of your emergency list if they don't reach a human being.
And one last thing, Ms. Sue, newer cars, for example, my car actually has a little alert that when I turn off the car, it always says, check back seat or check the back of your car. Do you think that's something that newer cars are going to continue to add as safety precautions?
That is a great start, and it's raising awareness about the issue. But if you don't go back to the back seat, there's no consequence. Mm-hmm. So if you get the alert and then you just go about your day, or you didn't hear the alert because you were distracted, nothing happens. But there is technology that can alert the driver to the presence of a living being in the car. It's much more sophisticated. We're seeing it on some car brands like Kia and Hyundai, and there is a proposed rule coming from the US DOT that will mandate this in all cars, but it's stuck at the DOT right now, and it's going to be many years to come. Parents should make sure they understand this could happen to any parent, even loving, caring parents.
Sue Ariyama with Kids and Car Safety, thanks so much again for joining us at AccuWeather early with this really important topic.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so warmer weather is ahead, and with it comes a serious day.
So, that being said, I'm going to turn off this beautiful song. So, summer's coming, and I just wanted to bring awareness and remind you, everybody. I was talking to my husband about this, doing this live stream. He says, anybody who leaves a child in a hot car is an idiot. Okay. Accidents happen. You're not used to having the child in your car. You know, maybe the child's old enough that they can buckle their own, or they're just learning to buckle their own seatbelt or something. And you let them climb in the back of the seat, and you let them buckle their own seatbelt. You go on about your way. Usually you're going to check and make sure they did it right. But then you get in the car and you go, and your mind goes into autopilot, and you're like, I forgot. It just happens. Sometimes it happens. So anyway, what are your thoughts and opinions? If you've got any good ideas on car safety for the summer for your pets and your children, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so, and I haven't. Thank you, Amanda Panda, for that. She said, very good information. You know, Amanda Panda even has children under 18. They're old enough to get in and out of the car by themselves. But if she's not used to having them in the car with her, especially since summer's going on now, they might not climb out of the back seat. Say that they've driven from maybe Oklahoma into Arkansas or something. Maybe the child fell asleep in the back seat. Okay, this happens. Young kids, preteens, whatever, they fall asleep in the back seat because they like to stay up late at night because they're out of school or whatever. The child's quiet in the back seat. You and your spouse get to your destination. You get out. You lock the car up. You go in. You shop Sam's Club. That teenager's still in the back seat, sound asleep, not aware that she is about to start boiling. Just remember. Look in the back seat. I look in my back seat because usually if I go somewhere, I have to pull a Goodwill bag out. My Goodwill bags stay in the back seat. So I have to get in the back seat. Or I ask CJ, get me a Goodwill bag. And he gets in the back seat. If there was a small child or a pet in the back seat, he would be able to tell me, hey, we need to get so and so out of the car, or he would ask me, do you want me to get so and so out of the car? Something like that. So, yeah, usually it's my Goodwill bags. And now I switched to a new purse, and it's like humongous. I love it. Let me show you. You going to sleep? No. See my new purse? I just love it. It goes on here, and if I'm walking down the aisle, it hides the fact that I'm a big old fat person. I got a purse, and so I usually set it between the front seats. So I can set this in the back seat, just flip it in the back seat right there between the seats, and there it is. And when I get to my location, I pull my big old purse out, and I can see if my grand angel or my niece is in the back seat. All right, let's get to the Goodwill. Or not Goodwill, the product opening. This is one of those, if you remember, you can go, if you do Temu shopping, if you shop Temu, if you buy so many dollars worth of stuff, then you get a free mystery gift or something. Well, this is my free mystery gift. In my opinion, it's totally, absolutely worthless, but in what I'm doing for my business is reselling vintage items. Some of these items can get broke, so this might help. Written in Japanese or something, I can't read it, but it's 2 bottles of 401 super glue or something. It's a liquid glue. Liquid glue. Glue.
Okay.
So I got these 2 bottles of glue free, and they got these weird nozzle thingies. You put on it. I guess if you want to clear your sinuses, you put it up your nose, and then you squirt the glue in there, and when the glue dries, you won't have a runny nose anymore.
Nobody will have breathing issues.
You will. Can we try?
No. I want to keep going.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was at the Goodwill, and I saw this for $1.99. I thought that it was this canvas stuff for doing cross stitch. Okay. When I unrolled it to see what it was, to see if it would fit on my light board, I found out that it's a tubey thing. It's Thor. And it's kind of a canvas. It's like what you put the diamond art on it, but it's not a diamond art thing. I'm wondering if it could be done with diamond art. I mean, I know diamond art stuff has glue on it, but if you did it like a spray adhesive, and then you could, because you could just spray a small area, and then could you put the diamond art on that? If not, it's probably going to go hanging in somebody's bedroom. Are you going to steal this from me?
What is it? No.
He said no. I like Ragnarok. That song at the beginning.
May the force be with you.
Not Star Wars. Star Wars is for babies.
Star Wars is very decent, actually. Thank you very much.
Says you.
Because it's pretty good.
Hey, what you need to start watching is, what's it called?
You done thinking yet?
It's a show your dad really likes. Anyway, when I figure it out, I'll tell you. Because in the show, Amanda might know what it is. And no, not He-Man. In the show, they transport because they've got this big old wheel and they have to dial in this location on the wheel where they're going to go. And then they go and they walk up this tunnel and the light goes whoo, and they step in and they go out and it's really cool. And they.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. I have to ask your dad. He said, if I start watching that, I won't get done. I won't ever go to work. It's a series. I don't know. Can't remember. If I wasn't trying to think of it, you can just paint the whole thing. You mean like put a different picture on it than what's on there? You know, like create your own. Stargate SG-1, that's it. And he left. You were right, Amanda. Stargate. Yeah. I knew there was letters after it. That coffee is still hot on my metal straw. All right. And again, my nerd comes out. Yes. That's why I said maybe Amanda would know. But then again, you know your dad. So. There's a glue that I have you can pour on it and you paint the whole picture and it makes it sticky for a diamond dart. Oh, okay. I didn't even see the word dart. It just, my brain knew what it was going to say. Yeah, okay, that would work. Do you want it? I'm sure you got enough. Enough diamonds. But anyway, let's remember our children and our pets if we go anywhere. Amanda Panda has a cat that likes to jump up in and out. She's got the cat door is on her screen door because she raised the screen and then put the cat door in there. And it's really cool because the cat can jump in and out of the house through the screen door. Mine is glass. Oh, or I can take it out, put a big screen in. So what I just do is I got those screens that magnets and I just leave my screen door, my glass door standing wide open. And then the cat can go in and out. And I got one on my garage door, and then I leave my garage door open. CJ, that movie, that show is Stargate SG-1. Manda remembered.
I'm going back to work.
You're going back to work. Okay. So anyway, and then the garage door, after we close it, we start opening it again. After it gets open about this much, we stop it, hit it with the button, and it stops. Well, being an automatic garage door, nobody can open it up and down. We don't leave it wide enough that anybody, even a small child, couldn't be pushed under. And if a small child was pushed under, they wouldn't, the button for the garage door is way too high for a small child to reach. Where are you going? No? You gonna come up here and say hi? Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, H. Davis. Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay. So anyway, my cat can get in and out. We went on a 3-day trip one time, and I left the cat in the house because I thought, okay, he's got his cat box. He's got the automatic feeder, fresh food and everything going on. He had water because if his water bowl had gone empty, he could have drank out of any one of the 3 toilets. And what are you doing, sir? What are you doing? So, but the dogs would bark at him when he'd look out the window, and he'd tore my house up. I have a shelf in my basement that's got my coffee cups on it. He knocked coffee cups off the shelf. He just tore the whole house up trying to get out. And his automatic feeder had run out of food. So he didn't have any food for a couple of days or a day or something. When I got home, he was not a happy camper. But then I started using those magnet screens and leaving the garage door open a little bit so that the cat can come in and out as he wants, even if I'm not home. And now we have neighbor cats that like to come in and out. And one of them is huge. It takes this one twice. I mean, it's this big around. It's a huge cat. And I sent the little video to my husband, and he's like, "What's with the fat cat?" I said, "It's not ours. It just comes in the house to eat all Caesar Edward's food." I was wondering why my cat was going through 5 pounds of cat food a week, and he's a skinny cat. You gonna lose weight? You gonna stand up so people can see how skinny you are? Look up here. See, he's not a very big cat. There you go. There you go. Yes. He's very lovable. But he would never go in unless he's going to the vet. I don't let him in my truck. He don't like to ride in cars anyway. We got him from the same people we got our German Shepherds from. They end up with cats every few months, and he may be getting a little sister or brother, not from them. It'll be the first animal we got not from. But it's from a friend that adopted my little Chihuahua, Oi. And she's going to give me a kitten that's cream colored. And Edward's going to get to train the kitten how to be a baby. And how to go in and out the house to potty. Yes, you are. You're going to be a daddy. All right. So with that being said, since I'm not even on topic anymore, remember to look in your back seat. And be safe. Stay hydrated. Enjoy the summer. I will see you tomorrow. Do you want to go over one of my old thrifting videos tomorrow? Or French surgeon gets maximum prison sentence for abuse of hundreds of kids. We could go over that. So, yeah. I'll find something to go over. And we'll see what we can do. We've had 2 good videos this week, and I'm thankful for those. I'm thankful for you. And like I say, do something nice for someone, even if it's just be the reason they smile, and get lockered. I know Amanda just said it the same time I did. She get lockered. All right. Thank you.